Merry Meet, and welcome to the reading for all signs for today, the 10th of May, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Suzanne and the lovely Vanessa. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators. Are we streaming on YouTube? I don't think we are. Oh, there we are. Well, hello, YouTube. Let's see. Today I am reading with this Tarot del Toro, and I'm going to purify with this beautiful extrait. It's called Verveine Utopie by Roger Gallet. It's very expensive, so it's not necessary, but it's just yummy. So I'm just going to use it as my van for the day. But don't think that you have to go out and buy expensive things. I just couldn't help myself. So I bought it. And it is very nice. But it's not my favorite van. It really isn't. Anyway, you can find links to purchase these items in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you are watching us on a restream on YouTube and you don't feel like watching shuffling, you can use the timestamps to get right to the reading. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch. You can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us. Isn't that nice? I'm in a mood today. That's good. Well, it's a good mood. But I have a lot of shuffling to do, so get to it, Ariel. You know, we do have a shop, arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com, but we are going to have a soft launch to our new shop, and it looks like we are saving the date for that to be May the 21st. So I'll make sure and send out some announcements and everything, and then we'll have the full shop sometime after that in June, ready to go. So we appreciate your support. Another way to support us besides the shop is a donation. You can donate by going to paypal.me/ArielGatoga, paypal.me/ArielGatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks. And also remember, this is a reading that goes out to a lot of people, so if it doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. You can just disregard the reading if it doesn't seem to apply. And check out the readings for your sun, moon, or rising sign. You can find all the most recent restreams for those on our website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link in the main menu. Okay, today we're starting out with Justice, followed by the Three of Coins, and then the Hanged Man, or as he calls it, the Hanged. Okay, so this is great. So this Three of Coins is talking about the work that you've been doing and are doing, having the potential for really improving your life and having some good outcomes, having some good financial outcomes. But you got to realize that sometimes with threes that it's a slow and steady wins the race kind of vibration. So yes, there's going to be great outcomes as a result of what you're doing if you stay the course, but there's no get rich quick stuff going on here. This is very sure and steady and practical and wonderful, and you're going to be very happy at the outcomes. Now, something happened in the past that was unfair. Might have been somebody took something from you, did something to you, whatever it is, but whatever that inequity was, it's being or has been righted, and that the divine law of restitution is active, but you can call upon the divine law of restitution so that you allow yourself to accept it, because what was taken from you is being given back to you. Maybe not from the original place, maybe not in its original form, but balance is being brought into the situation in your favor. But there's a lot of times, for just a myriad of reasons, we even unconsciously resist the divine law of restitution. So if you just consciously invoke it, just say, I call upon the divine law of restitution. Anything that was taken from me or lost in my past is now returned to me with interest in wonderful ways. Something like that. then it's instructing your deep mind, no. We're connecting with this law. We're connecting with our restitution. We are receiving everything that is our divine right, and you're not resisting it anymore. I have a meditation based on this justice card called something or other. It's called Invoking the Goddess of Restitution. And I recommend listening to that if you really feel like you need that and you're not getting the repayment that is your right. Now, in the future, where you're headed, again, the future is not set. Don't buy into that ever. When anybody says, "Oh, you will do this and you will do that," and you don't know that. Nobody knows that. I don't care how psychic they are or think they are. The future is based on choices that we make today. And so based on where you're headed, this is where it looks like you're going, but you can change it. Now, where you're headed today happens to be a place of victimhood and poor me and martyrdom. And it's not always just victimhood. And I'm not saying that if you were victimized by somebody that you shouldn't own that. I mean, there's true victims in the world, but even if you were victimized by somebody in the past, which it looks like several of you are, things are getting fixed. Things are getting healed. You're getting what's owed to you. When I'm talking about victimhood and martyrdom in the where you're headed, it's not about other people. It's about your attitude. Oh, nobody ever appreciates me, or no matter what I do, nobody understands, whatever it is. And understanding that part of why you're feeling that way is because you're feeling put upon because you don't think that you have the power to say no. And the Hanged Man card, in most of the time that it comes up, is just a reminder. You can say no to anything. That's your sacred power. You were granted the power of no. So whatever it is that you're feeling put upon you, say no. Whenever I have the Hanged Man card in my reading for the day, I realize, okay, I'm going to start with no, and we'll build from there. I can always change my mind if I reconsider, and I can say yes, but I'm going to just start with no. If somebody asks me if I want to do something, my first inclination is no, and then if I think about it, well, maybe I'll say yes, but pretty much no. I want to use my sacred power of no as much as possible on the days when the Hanged Man comes up. And that's the beauty of the Hanged Man card, is it gives you, not that you need its permission, but it does. It gives you permission to say no to stuff. So you don't have to feel victimized. You don't have to feel put upon. You don't have to feel unappreciated. You don't have to do any of that. You can just say, no, I don't want to do it. I'm not going there. I'm not doing that. You can say it in a nice way, like they say in Al-Anon, say what you mean, but don't say it in a mean way. But no, thank you. No is a complete sentence, though. No. That's the message, I think, sometimes of the Hanged Man card. It's just a reminder, no is a complete sentence. I don't need to justify my no to anybody today. All right, 2 of Wands. What is this? 7 of Wands. Very wandy. Ooh, and the Star card. See, that's where your Star card, the Star Goddess here, is that divine grace that goes and undoes things in your past. So not only do you have the divine Goddess of restitution, but then you have the Star Goddess that's going into your past and untying you from any of your involvement, any mistakes that you made too. So the mistakes that others made, the things that others did to you, and the mistakes that you made, it's all getting untied. You are being freed from your past today, completely freed from your past today. And you have got to say no so that you don't get back into more of the same. That's the whole message of today, is say no to anything that doesn't look like divine restitution. Say no to anything that doesn't look like what is, like I said, this work in the world that's so important to you, that has the potential of really doing well, you doing well financially. Maybe it's not going to be overnight, but boy, it's there. Anything that doesn't look like that, you get to say no to and allow those higher forces, that goddess force, to come in and just flood you with divine grace. Think of divine grace as the love of a mother for her child. The perfect mother has perfect grace. Nothing you could have ever done or said or thought would make any difference to how much she loves you. That's grace. You can't undo her love for you, but she can undo the situations and the consequences of mistakes that you might have made in the past and others might have made, or even if they weren't mistakes, even if they were intentional things that people did in the past, you are no longer bound to them. Today is your day of freedom, complete and utter liberty from the past. It's telling you also that part of why I think maybe some of what happened had to do with your own impatience. And today's a day when you get to upgrade that. Instead of being impatient about how long things are taking, get into where you are in it. Just fully embrace the day, fully embrace where you are in the process. Because these days, even though it may take a little while, time marches on pretty fast. And you don't want to waste the day thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great if, or, oh, don't you remember when? You want to be really in the present moment and allow for those upgrades that are happening right now. You want to allow for those upgrades. You can't allow for upgrades if you're discounting what's going on now as not being enough. And so you don't want to do that. You want to allow yourself to completely focus on the business at hand, whatever that happens to be today, and allow those higher powers, that goddess force, to take care of everything else, to take care of your past, to take care of your future, and definitely giving you that permission to saying no to anything that's unlike what you need to focus on today. Really allowing yourself to say no when you mean no, and yes when you mean yes. Because it's a lot of times we kind of discount that as sounding so simplistic. Well, of course I can say no. But in the midst of the moment, sometimes it's courageous to say no. You don't want to disappoint people. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. You want to make sure that you're a team player, or that you're whatever it is. But sometimes those things are manipulative. And I don't want to say that the people in your life are all manipulating you. It's just we as a species are manipulative without even meaning it. So a lot of times people are manipulative just because that's the nature of who we are. But you can be immune to other people's manipulations just by using that one simple word, no. And so use it today. Use it liberally. It's your best friend. And like I said, you can always go back and say yes if you change your mind. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. But at the same time, nobody can force you into doing, or having anything you don't want to today. Allow yourself to focus on that, focus on the work at hand, getting those upgrades happening in your workspace, in your work life, and realizing that you're on the road to some kind of wealth. And it looks like really substantial wealth for some of you, but it's going to take as long as it takes. And you want to enjoy the process. You want to enjoy the journey and really get into it. Love what you're doing, and allow that goddess force to take care of all the rest. Okay, so I have a meditation for the Hanged Man. It's called Using Your Sacred Power of No. And the meditation for the Star Goddess is called Receiving the Divine Grace of the Star Goddess. And like I said, this Justice card meditation is called Invoking the Goddess of Restitution. Now, you don't have to listen to all three of those meditations in one day. That's a lot of meditations. They're probably like 20, 30 minutes each. But you might want to listen to one. If one of them sounds interesting, or if you have time, listen to all three. All of my tarot meditations are included I've included a link to all of my tarot meditations in the video description of this video, and all the tarot reading videos on this channel. All right, you're having a great day. Use that sacred power of no. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Suzanne, Vanessa, and Dre. We'll see everybody for another reading tomorrow. Blessed be.